Good morning students. We are going to continue with our grammar section today also, and we are going to do something related to paper 2 today, okay, which is going to be given under section 2 of paper 2, that is grammar and vocabulary section. It is going to be given under grammar and vocabulary under paper 2. So today we are going to learn about conditional clauses, okay. So do you have any idea what a clause is first? So I'll give you a general idea. You have a perfect idea about what a sentence is. As a sentence is made up of subject and predicate, two parts, okay, the person or the thing which is doing the action, and what is going on is called subject and predicate in the sentence. So in the same way, even a clause is also made up of subject and predicate, okay, but it is generally incomplete, okay, and it is a part of a compound or a complex sentence. So even though it has its own, so just for example I am giving you, when it rained. So if you say simply when it rained, a question arises. Like what happened? So when it rained, they went inside. So this makes a complete sense. So even though they are incomplete, when it rained also has a subject and predicate in it, and they went inside also a subject and a predicate in it. Okay? Like that, a clause is a group of words which are functioning as a member, that is a part of a compound or a complex sentence. So in the same way, coming to the conditional clauses. So now you got an idea about what a clause is. Now we will see what a conditional clause is. Conditional clause means, by the word itself, the word condition itself denotes that some condition should be fulfilled. Like something is going to happen only when a certain condition is fulfilled. So that type of sentence or clause is called conditional clause. Okay children, we will start the class and we will see what the definition of both are there. That is about the clause and the conditional clause. Then these conditional clauses, based on the tense used or the situation where it is used, okay, they are divided generally into three types. So we will look into the three types in detail with examples. Okay. So conditional clauses, our topic is. First we will see what a clause is. So clause means a group of words with a subject and predicate, but they function as a member or part, okay, part of a compound or complex sentence. Is it clear children? Now let us see an example. Just now I gave you an example now. When it rained, they went inside. So it is made up of two parts. This is first clause, this is the second clause. Okay? First clause also has a subject and a predicate, and the second clause also has a subject and its predicate, but without one of the other. Either that if you say simply when it rained, it is incomplete, just you say they went inside. So these are dependent on each other and they are incomplete. So generally a clause is a part of a compound or a complex sentence. Okay. Now we will see what is conditional clause. What do you mean by conditional clause, ma'am? Just now I told. See, as the word indicates, as the word denotes, what is the word we are using here? Conditional. As the word denotes, when something or some action happens only when a certain condition is fulfilled. Okay? Like you can say that something is going to happen only when a certain condition is fulfilled. Okay children? Now just example you see. If you run fast, you will reach the school in time. So what do you mean by this? So what is a if clause here? Conditional clause. That is, conditional clause are also called if clauses. Okay, where the part of the clause which contains if is called if clause. So what is the condition here? He should run fast, or the boy should run fast, girl or boy. If you run fast, what will happen? Only if you run fast is the condition. You will reach the school in time. Okay, I hope you understood, ma. We'll see different types of, that is, I told that divided into 3 different types based on the tense used or based on the situation where we are using it. Now we'll see them in detail. Children, see first type, okay, type 1. See, just I am giving you how the sentence structure is for each type, then we will see examples. So first, if clause, in the first type if clause, and what is the other one? Is other clause is called at main clause. If clause and main clause. In the first type we use V1, that is simple present in the type 1. We use simple present in the type 1. Okay. Coming to the main clause, what you will have is will plus V1. Okay, it is called simple future. It is called simple future. Okay, we will see one example regarding this. So what is the example? If you call him, he will come. So this is the if clause. Okay, ma'am? This is the if clause. So what is called here? Is it in V1 form or not? In present tense it is. And coming to the main clause, what do you see? Will come is there. So this is the if clause and that is the main clause. See. So like this, simple present is used in if clause and simple future is used in main clause in the first type. Coming to the type 2. Okay. We will see type 2 now. Type 2 also I will show the structure how it is used. So first part will be if clause. Second part will be main clause. Okay. So what we will use is V2 form. What do you mean by V2, ma? Simple past. Okay. Simple past. Next, coming to this, you can use would or could plus V1 form. Remember this. V1 means simple present. So see the example now for this. Example is if he worked hard. If he worked hard, he would get a first class. So what is the conditional clause here, ma'am? If clause is this one. What is the word which is used? I told it is used in V2 form, worked. Is it clear? Simple past is used. Then he would get. Is it would plus V1 form or not? So this is the if clause. Okay. Here this is the if clause and this is the main clause. This is the main clause. I hope it is clear, children. Shall we continue with the next type? after doing the third type, we'll see actually how are the questions given in your examination point of view. They are not going to ask like this now. You should know how the question is going to be asked also. That also we'll see. So type 3. So type 3 also I will give you the structure of the sentence, how it will be. Then we'll see an example. Okay. Type 3 under if clause, and this is the main clause. Okay, children. If clause will have had plus V3. What do you mean by this? When you use the word had, have or has, they are indicated as perfect tense. They are indicated as perfect, and because it is had, we are using here perfect past tense. Okay. Coming to the main clause, would, could plus have plus V3 form. Okay. Would have V3 form or would have V3 form is used. Like example, see here. If he had run fast, if he had run fast, he would have caught the bus. He would have caught the bus. Okay. This is the if clause here. In this if clause, what did you see? Had plus V3 form, run. Okay. If he had run fast. Okay. Next see here, ma. Next see, would have caught. This is the main clause. Understood, ma? Like this, they are going to be given. Hope it is clear, ma. Now I will just give you examples and what are the uses of these three types. Actually, when do we use? What does this indicate? Okay, what does this denote? Just I will show you. I will read it out the details for you. Then what we will do is, we will see how the questions are given for you in the exam. Okay? See here. So I just first read out, then I will say you, ma. The same what I just explained to you, it is given here. Type 1. So in if clause you will have simple present, main clause you will have will plus simple present, that is V1 form, that is simple future it is called. If you call him, he will come. So if you call him is the if clause, he will come is the main clause. In the same way, here what is used? Here the verb call in the if clause is in simple present tense and verb in the main clause in the simple future tense. Okay. And instead of this will, you can also use can or may also. In the main clause you can use can or may also. And why is this first type used? Just I am giving you an idea, Seema. We use type 1 to talk about the future. It indicates that something will happen if a certain condition is fulfilled. It is quite probable, that is it may happen, ma. There is a chances of happening. Okay. It is quite probable that the action in the if clause will be performed. Few more examples I am just reading out, ma. If you walk fast, you can catch the train. If you inform her, she will come. If you eat too much, you might become ill. Hope it is clear, ma. See here. Are you able to see? See the reason for using it, when do we use, why it is used, everything is given along with examples. Shall we go to the second type now? Second type is used. See, if clause is used in V2 form, that is simple past. Main clause will be would or could plus V1 form. Okay. If he worked hard, he would get a first class. The verb worked in the if clause is in the simple past tense and the verb would get in the main clause is in the present conditional tense. So this is called conditional tense, ma. Would, could or might plus verb, okay, is used. We use type 2 to talk about the actions the speaker thinks are possible. The speaker thinks it is possible but not very probable. It may not happen. Okay. For the first type, there is a chance that it may happen. The condition may take place and it may happen. But the second type, it may or may not happen. The past tense in the if clause is not true past tense. It indicates that the speaker does not expect the action in the if clause to take place. He doesn't expect, but he thinks that if this condition was fulfilled, this might have happened, like that. If I had wings, I would fly. Does this happen, ma? If a human being thinks that if I had wings, I would fly. Okay. If you were a fish, the cat would eat you. If you called him, he would come. Okay, like this. These are the second type, the second way of using the condition, ma. Okay, why we place the condition, how we place the condition is explained here clearly. You can note down the points. Okay. Now we will see the last one, that is the third type. So in this, had plus V3, that is past perfect is used in the if clause, and in the main clause would or could plus have plus V3. V3 means past tense. Okay, past perfect is used. Now if he had run fast, okay, he would have caught the bus. The verb in if clause is in the perfect past tense, had plus V3, and the verb in main clause is in the perfect conditional tense. Would have, could have, might have plus V3 can be used. We use type 3 to indicate past actions that did not happen. They are impossible ideas because we know that the condition has not been fulfilled. Okay. So few more examples more for this. If he had worked hard, he would have got a first class. If you had invited me, I could have come. If you had left earlier, you might have caught the train. Okay, children. So like this, you can use this third time. Okay. I hope it is clear now. You can note down these all conditions and the reasons for using this type 1, type 2, type 3 and the structure of the sentence, everything from this. It is clear now. Okay, children. Now we will see a few more examples like how they are going to be actually given in your question paper. How they are going to ask you in the question paper. So generally the question will be given like this. I will just give few examples. Pull the rope, the bell will ring. So what did you understand from this? If you pull the rope, something is going to happen. So what is the answer you can place? If they ask you just, the question will be given, rewrite the sentence using if. Okay, if clause. They just ask, rewrite the sentence or join the, sometimes they will do two different sentences, ask you to join the sentences using if clause. So here they are given two different sentences and ask you to write using if clause. So if you pull the rope, the bell will ring. Did you see here? Pull, V1 form only. Will ring, will plus V1 form. Okay, children? Next one more example. Leave before 4. You will catch the train. What is the condition, ma'am? That means you should leave before 4. Then you will be able to catch the train. So simple you can write. If you leave before 4, comma, just to join what you should do, put a comma. You will catch the train. Is it clear, children? Next one. We'll see one more example. You were careless. Okay, you were careless. That is why you failed the test. So what is the thing which happened? Because he was careless, he failed. What is the condition you can put? Sometimes a positive or negative can be used. Here you can use the opposite of it. Like, see, if you were careful, you, what is this type one? Did you identify? It is a second type. You would have, here it is given failed, ma'am. Careless means you are using careful. So failed means what you should use? You would not fail. Okay? Next one. One more example. I became president. I would change the social security system. What is the condition he want to say? He just want to say that if he becomes a president, he will do something. So what you should write here? If I became president, I would change the social security system. I hope it is clear, children. We'll see one more example. You should be able to identify which type we are using also, ma'am. Looking at the sentence, okay? She did not carry an umbrella. She did not carry an umbrella. So, she got wet. So, what we can use if you want to put a condition because she did not carry, she got wet. You can simply say if she had carried an umbrella. What you can say, ma'am? If she had, this is the third type, see. If she had carried an umbrella, what you should write? She would not have got. She would have or would not have, you should use number. She would not have got wet. Okay, children? Like this, one more example, just see. Kavita did not prepare well for the examination, so she failed. Okay? If Kavita had prepared well for the examinations, she would not have failed. So, like this, you should identify which type is used now. See, in the first one, it is simple present. Okay? Pull. Okay? And it is simple future. Clear, children? Then, leave. It is also will catch. These are all in simple present and simple future. And here, where indicates what? Past tense. Okay? Here also, see the example, would not fail. Next one, see. Became. Is it used or not? Would change. Okay? Then next coming to carry. Here it is given, did not carry is there. So here what is the condition? What is the type we are using? If she had carried, she would not have got wet. Is it clear, children, now? Like this, you should identify which type is used also in that. Okay? Based on the tense which is used, based on the structure of the sentence, you should be able to identify which type of clause it is used. Now just, I am going to give you few sentences as homework for you. Try to rewrite them using if clause. Okay? Try to rewrite them using if clause. So just few examples, few sentences, as an assignment. Okay, the question generally in the exam also will be given like this. Rewrite the sentences using if clause. Okay, rewrite the sentences using if clause. So first sentence. I was tired, so I could not go for a walk. Okay. Second one. The doctor arrived too late. He could not save the old man. Okay, next one. I did not have the time. I did not have the time. So I could not visit the exhibition. The next one, ma'am. You did not inform me. So last one. He did study well. He did study well. He failed. Hope it is clear, children. So just note down these sentences. Okay, note down in your notebook. Complete the answers and send it to me. And note down each and every point I explained today. I displayed in the chart also where the details are given, like type 1, type 2, type 3, along with examples, structure, everything, and the uses. So clearly note down, and if at all a sentence is given in your exam, you should be able to identify and easily you should be able to join using if clause. Okay, children? So today that's all for this class. We'll continue with the next topic in our next class. Bye, children.